lots of thoughts, and so I'll try and not just shoot off a bunch of ideas, but one thing that did come to mind when I thought about coming tonight and talking with you all and sharing some of the ideas that I have, this may sound a little strange, but my thoughts went back to college. And I went to school out in Colorado, and one of the years I was in college, a friend and I rented a house, and we were going to live on the campus. We wanted to live in a house. So it had to be affordable, had to be easy access to the campus, and they had to allow pets because my roommate had a dog. So we found what we thought was the greatest place ever. It was a little white house on the corner, a couple blocks from campus, so it was closed. It's very affordable, allowed a pet, but it was very unique. It was a white house, but they had stuck an extra bedroom off the back of this house, which was just kind of a square room they put out there. And it had a flat roof, and on top of this roof, somebody had put a white picket fence. So it was really easy to tell people where you lived because it was the corner house with white picket fence on the roof. So it was kind of a unique home. And I was sharing this with my, now go forward many years, and I'm sharing this, found a picture of it, sharing it with my children and my husband said, you know, if I was coming by there to pick you up on a first date, I think when I saw that house, I would have kept on driving. I'm like, oh. I said, well, you're lost, because though it looked really unique and somewhat questionable from the outside, I guess, there was a lot of treasures on the inside of that house, and you would have missed out on them. To this day, I swear the person that built that house, probably in the lot that was empty, was this huge, round, avocado, furry chair. And I think he built this house around that chair because I don't know how it would have fit through the door. It was huge. It had pink kitchen sink and gold fixtures in the bathroom. So, I mean, there were a lot of treasures in this house. Unique, fun, kind of made it interesting. And he would have missed out on meeting two really neat people that lived inside too, right? So, by driving by, I said, you would have just missed out on a lot. But my thoughts go back to that house because I think much like that house, not that I think of Camp Fire as a white house with a picket fence on the top, but what I do think for my vision for Camp Fire would be to open the door to that little white house and invite people in and reintroduce them to the treasure inside, which is Camp Fire. And I think all of you are inside that house right now. You've seen it, you know it, it lives inside of you. It's evidence as we're here tonight. And we need to get that word out to more people. Invite them inside. Realize the treasure that we have to share with them. And I think in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding communities, we've done a lot. There's a lot to be proud of for this council. There's a lot to do. There's a great potential. And that's always exciting. I think anytime you can look at something and know you've got a good foundation and there's no boundaries. I mean, there's a lot that we can do in moving forward. But to become, kind of just reintroduce people to Camp Fire, be recognized and respected as a leading youth organization. We have incredible programs. You guys are great. It's wonderful to have the youth here tonight. There's a lot that Camp Fire can do to help the communities. And without going into just, boy, do I have plans for you, I think there's just great potential. And really that's my vision, is just kind of opening the door and getting as many people back in as we can. I go back a long way with Camp Fire. It has a special place in my heart. I'm still in a little into disbelief, I think, that this is actually happening. Who would have known my days as a Apanita at Camp Hitaga, and here I am. But the thing that I think is true for Camp Fire, no matter what council you're involved in, and particularly if you've had a camp experience, is that is something that helps shape who you are. And I think all of us that have been involved in Camp Fire, either now or even as children and looking back as adults, a lot of, or at least I speak on behalf of myself, I think a lot of who I am today, I know I can attribute back to my experience with Camp Fire and the people that I met in that organization. What a wonderful thing to say about an organization, and the more people that we can get involved, I think the more that they'll understand that as well. So I am honored, I'm humbled. Again, I'm a little bit in awe of what's happening. I'm excited. I think there's some really great things on the horizon, and I look forward to getting to know you all and working with you. So thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.